Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And
Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Come on, set, sit, 60 reps. Ready?
To throw is Young. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. And you give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Dowdle will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Price now to return it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
The Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
A gain of 26
It's a gain
yards.
there of 26 yards.
The Vikings first down.
Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. On the run to the right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job on the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 25, here's second and 3. Looking out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work to separate the man from the football. And we'll bring up third down.
3 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's just been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Second down.
Incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And they'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. It will be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain.
A 2-yard
and that'll
gain.
set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's taken in, and he's not going to get there. Stop short, and they turn it over on downs as we get to the end of the quarter. Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
22 needle. Let's go. Set.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Flush to his left. He'll let one go. Down the middle. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. It'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Field. Come on. Set. Blue 32. Ready.
To throw, Young. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. On now to the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He knocks it through. The Vikings will level things up at 7 apiece. Well done. 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he's brought down right after this 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Black ultra. Ready.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. In this case, the defense is thinking run. A lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep and pass the leg for 6.
Ty Felton now on the return. And he is stopped.
The Vikings take
25.
over first
Drive
and
will
10
begin then.
at their own 25-yard line.
Don't feel it no more. Gonna jump in a minute, but can't steal it no more. Riding a wave and now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when you're inside?
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go. 60 vice.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line. Setting up second and long.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Let's go now.
Now McCarthy. Out to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. They get 24
A gain
on
of
that
24
one.
yards.
It'll be a Vikings
And
first
the
down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson. He's coming in. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. That ball incomplete. The defender right there. And it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one will be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Complete to Aaron
The
Jones.
best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On third and long, here's McCarthy. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down.
A gain of 3
Aggressive
yards.
call there. It works out as they convert on fourth
First
down.
down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And a good run there. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Gives it away quickly. And it's caught. And the first and goal goes down inside the 10-yard line.
14 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
flush to his right. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, Frank. Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Red, yellow, red.
On first and 10, here's Young. What to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second down.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Panthers will take their first timeout. They'll stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Here we go. Edo blue. Red. Cut.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He's got the first down and more than that. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Run now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. And this is no good. The rookie misses the extra point. We'll see if that affects him or the game the rest of the way. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Ty Felton now on the return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 12-yard line.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Deshaun Wharton getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be third and a mile.
Now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him. Take the protection to him. Either way, just get a block.
Looking downfield on the crossing route. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick
First
off
half
for
played out a
Carolina.
bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Left side here. Caught by Addison. That'll change things. Inside the 35. A big one there to start the second half.
45 yards.
45
And
yards.
the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Flush to his right, taking off. Oh, the ball is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. On the give, it's Jones. He's to the channel. That'll take us down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
That's another.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he'll take it on. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Riker down on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Will
Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike blue. 32. Set.
From the gun, it's Young. Our throw here, right side. Falls incomplete. Tommy Tremble, tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it'll lead to a second down.
Smack. Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. Defender bodies in. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down.
6.
And 10 yards to
Ready.
go.
Ready. Left. Hut, hut.
To throw is Young. Exiting the pocket right. And he picked up ball right as looking as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
A loss of 11 yards.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot, nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
Yellow. 22. Right. Right. Ready.
They'll go. Young. Now he'll work his way out right. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It's a big ask, and the defense turns him away. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That'll be swung up across to Jones. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Get about 6 for
So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted.
All right, follow this play along. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They're struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on, Green Jack. Ready.
Here's Young. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. But it falls incomplete.
It's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. If they find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Young escaping the pressure right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to have a Panthers first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going. Taking it. It's Xavier Leggett. From up and down, just shy of the 40.
12 more yards.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. Forced out wide. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short
40-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll air it out down the middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off of the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. He's got a Panthers first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Young. Forced to his right. He runs with it. And he'll be out there. Down at the 20.
17
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Young to
First
throw
down,
on 1st down.
Panthers.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Vikings. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And it's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Reichard to kick off for the
Reichard out
Vikings.
now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. down to 6. Here comes the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Young to throw on first and 10. Going to be pulled in by Dowdle. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken
4
down.
yards on the pickup.
From the 35, here's second
At the
and 6.
35-yard line.
Now Dowdle. And this will be a Panthers first down. Defensive tackle was made at about the 43-yard line.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Young to throw. Moving to his left. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. They knew it seemed like he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here we go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Cashman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
On downs.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
This one battled away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Third down coming up.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Moving outside the pocket. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 19 Jaguars play. First down, Minnesota.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. When they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. McCarthy falls to the ground. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
It is third and long.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
70 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Forced out wide. They're trying to get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for the first.
The offense field, and here's fourth down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's taken in. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and have seen off. First and goal coming up.
12 yards.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They are not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So,
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riker now to add the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Riker out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Travel start on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. All three timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning remains as we get set for first and 10.
First down. A gain of 14.
On play action, Young moving to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Here's first down.
Black shot. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Vikings are going to take possession.
and that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Again, it's Jones. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hopkinson. This one just too far to the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hopkinson on that ball. And it's going to lead to fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. Now he'll work his way out right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here leads to a nice game.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth.
47-yard line.
Second down and 8. A little play action here with McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. 11 yards on the pass there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take a back under
Pressure, and he'll go down. seconds.
Brings up second
Stop
and
it here with
17.
just under 40
At the
seconds to go
43-yard
in the
line.
game.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's going to be out of down inside the 25-yard
A
line.
gain of 19 yards.
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, and it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
More yards.
So now a
That's
timeout for the
another
Vikings.
Vikings.
That is their first
down.
And they get it with 26
First down
seconds to
and 10
go
yards to
in the
go.
football game. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. To the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback. And nowhere really to go with the ball, and it falls incomplete.
That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Again, working deep downfield. And the Vikings are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So, a win here for the Vikings. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt running for the first time. Pulls together a yard there. Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
On the tackle.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Outline McCaffrey makes the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete.
Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd and 2. Now Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
12 yards.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First
Come
down.
on, come on. Hey,
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
A 6-yard
Good pickup. They've got
brings up
2nd and
2nd
4.
and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk.
From the gun, run for Krosky-Merritt. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Washington first down.
79.
First and 10 at the 41-yard
Look
line.
on, it's Daniels. The pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
For Luke McCaffrey.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and
19
10.
tight. 19 tight. Bronco 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hook.
Now Daniels to throw. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Ball gains 15 and it moves the sticks. Like the opening drive they put together, Parker. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. He's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Careful.
Trying to work quickly now.
Gain of 23 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders.
Inside the red zone.
first down.
On the screen, this is White. Touch. New set of downs for him from the 31. Now Daniels out to play action. It's his hand. He goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Merritt gets him from the gun. A small 4-yard chunk there. Stop by Gordon Jarrett. Here's in the nickel, 3rd down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Third long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play fake here. Daniels. Escapes the pocket. His heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Prime Time. The Commanders have an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's caught. He's going out. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
28 yards.
Well, they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
First down.
Daniels dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Stop made by the former Commanders' first rounder back in 2019. It's Montez Sweat.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Makes the grab and bounds left side. He is in. Touchdown, Washington. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
1977.
Throwing now, Daniels. Into the hands of Okonkwo. He's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Giving this to Kelsey Merritt. And this one's going the wrong way. Swing for that defense as they send it backwards.
He was taken down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 44-yard
To
line.
throw, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. And give it to Krosky Merritt. And that's good for a few. He brings up 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run to toe hum on the stat sheet. And if you see a big play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door in the future.
Running right side, running forward. And he's brought down. He's going to mark him at the 14. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the
14.
gun, on the right. And he has enough room to get about 4. Daniels leading, hurry
J.
up.
Edwards on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Can
6.
throw here.
At the Bears' 9-yard line.
Catch made. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Commanders, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Right. This one left for Daniels. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were waiting for there, Jake. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd down.
Daniels now. Throw finds Okonkwo. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first.
First down.
New set of downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
Bravo
line.
80.
Daniels on 1st down. This one to Williams out left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for Washington first down.
And the Commanders, first down. 1st and 10.
Daniels back to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. This is running out of gas, and it's going to be short. Look like they... First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here, Kelsey Merritt. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get the first. Anywhere close, though. Timmy Brown gets a gain of 5. Third down coming up.
Third down.
Ryan's run for White. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 2 here. It's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down from the 42.
Come on. Set. Pump 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Nice target. That's Lane. He's forced down bounds after picking up about 7. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Pass complete to Lane. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 8. That's good.
19 fight.
On first down, here's Daniels. Complete. It's McLaurin. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. And 24 yards on that one. And that's good for Washington first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
In the red zone now. On the screen, this is White. And not. Mere fees from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Coming off a contest that looks real good on paper between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jacob Sailors now to return it. This makes it up to the 25.
First and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Goff. Kicks on second down here after he takes it to the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Goff on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Only can get his arm here, but it's going to third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The runs in them out to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
He's going for it himself. And Goff finds the field on the slide after finding enough for the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down throw is going to wind up incomplete. They're in the area making a nice play on the football with second down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. That's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense is picking up.
And he drives that run backward on a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision defensively.
With 2 on the run, that's going to set him up for 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Complete to Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave him some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they fail to score. It will actually get to that other side.
He did well to shake off one tackle. The next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Brought down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat.
At the 32-yard
can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Robinson. They're working a couple yards past the line. Terry on Arnold in on the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play.
And they come up big on third down there with the sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Here we go on 4th down with Penix. He's on the outlet. And he's driving down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We got a turnover on down.
I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset as they turned over and moved the field.
And there's the stop at 3. Drives this down to the 13.
It's a gain of 14
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
From the red zone on first. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions. Well, that run the pass, it was a scramble, but the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Out of the shotgun, gone. On the move, headed right. And the defender comes away with it. Xavier Watts picks it.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. He's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
You just get the play off. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got a first to begin the fray. To the air with Penix. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, but first time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
All the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Puts him on a quick hitter. And they make the stop from the same at the 37-yard line. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Short pass Bryant. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. Gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
70 Lions. Dragon 60. Check go.
Penix on 1st down. Wasn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Lions' 37-yard line.
Penix. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
You've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Penix on 3rd down. Flushed out now to his left. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Just not much to do there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Well, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Raheem Morris sending in the play. He's going for it on 4th down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Trying for it with Penix. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
A 7-yard
That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Round ball leading. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking inside the red zone. This one's caught. And for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Lions nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Sailors now on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This one Williams out left side. And he's going to be driven out. The next pickup, getting about 8, second down.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up
On the
second
gun,
and
go.
1.
To the right and hauled in by the quarter. And he's going to get across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
5-yard gain on the
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down,
Shotgun
Lions.
snap here to go. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play for one. Let's hear this offense for once incomplete on first down.
It's now
The incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Throwing again, here's Goff. Escapes the pocket. After all that running, he ends up out of bounds deep behind the line of scrimmage. A little bit of throwaway, that's going to count as a sack. Not an enviable spot as they come up, third and long. Third and long for him here. Checks it down to Gibbs. Well, he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
It's a gain of
It goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
the Lions first down. It's a gain of 25
Up
yards.
to the air now.
And the Lions first down.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Goff trying again on second and 10. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far.
He was covered
Not
by
at the
Caden
standard
Lewis.
they set for themselves.
Goff on third. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they really went for it on third down. Didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And on fourth and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Throwing again. It's gone. McGregor gets another interception. Picked up by, I love his name, Javon Diablo. defense in good field position here. They start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making a stick.
2 yards on the pickup.
On the shotgun, Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. All right, short and market for the Niners. They've got 3rd and short coming up on their own 44.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. They do go for it. It's Penix. And it's incomplete. They try to use their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they do.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We got whistles. It's a timeout. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because
And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets hit done. Detroit calls timeout in 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left in this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That's when he shocked up to the pressure of earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him. Altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. Rolling left, buying some time. Going to call himself. He really gets it into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's D. Alford. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Completed over the middle. This is going to be down here. It's about the opposing 36 for their next snap.
wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, Robinson. And that carry only gets one to punch up the gut.
Okay, 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule.
A gain of 2.
I have to pick up the pace.
Second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Here we go, set.
Penix here from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. This one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense in that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
That one complete to Pitts. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for first and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outrun's defense to make it a much bigger game.
He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown.